Good evening. I'm Shannon Breedman for Brett Baer. We have new information tonight about who may have been talking to House Intelligence Chairman Devin Nunes about the previous administration's surveillance that scooped up some of Donald Trump's associates. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts begins our coverage tonight with some late-breaking news. Good evening, John.
Shannon, good evening to you. The tick-tock of all of this is becoming clearer tonight. It appears that staffers at the National Security Council came across a number of instances in which the names of members of President Trump's transition, including the president-elect himself, were showing up in intelligence documents. That information was then brought to the attention of the White House counsel's office, which alerted the Intelligence Committee chairman in the House, Devin Nunes, who had been charged with heading up the investigation into possible surveillance of Trump transition officials. Fox News has confirmed that two White House staffers, NSC Intelligence Chief Ezra Cohen-Watnick and Michael Ellis of the White House counsel's office, aided Congressman Devin Nunes in his March 21st search for intelligence at the White House complex. The disclosure raised more questions about connections between the House Intelligence Committee chairman and the administration. At the daily briefing today, Press Secretary Sean Spicer stressed what's important is the substance, not the process.
Your obsession with who talked to whom and when is not the answer here. It should be the substance. It seems now that you continue to look at it from a backwards prism, which is, what happened, who drove in what gate, who did they meet with, what were they wearing that day, as opposed to what's the underlying substance of this. Did something happen in the 2016 election? Did leaks occur?
The White House today tried to change the subject, revealing the NSC has uncovered information relevant to the investigation into whether intelligence on transition officials had been mishandled and leaked, and is eager to share it with the intelligence committees.
We have and will invite the Senate and House ranking members and chairman up to the White House to view that material in accordance with their schedule.
The ranking member of the House committee was quick to accept the invitation, but added if these are the same materials Nunes viewed, that's troubling.
It raised a profound question why they were not directly provided to the White House by the National Security staff, and instead were provided through a circuitous route involving the chairman.
As the White House continues to try to dig itself out of the political hole created by the president's tweets a month ago, the president is trying to advance his agenda at the expense of the House Freedom Caucus, this morning tweeting, quote, "The Freedom Caucus will hurt the entire Republican agenda if they don't get on the team and fast. We must fight them and Dems in 2018. The tweet laid bare the president's anger at the Freedom Caucus, which many Republicans believe botched the plan to repeal and replace Obamacare.
It's very understandable that the president is frustrated that we haven't gotten to where we need to go, because this is something we all said we would do.
Most people don't take well to being bullied.
Freedom Caucus member Justin Amash of Michigan didn't take kindly to the president's attacks.
It's constructive in 5th grade, but it may allow a child to get his way, but that's not how our government works.
The president is hoping to divide and conquer, peel off Freedom Caucus members like Texas Congressman Ted Poe, who quit the caucus after the health care debacle. Freedom Caucus co-founder Jim Jordan urged the president to stay calm, that there's still a chance to repeal and replace Obamacare.
This is our best chance, but not this bill. So, I mean, look, it was just a postponement. Some people are like, the sky has fallen, the world's going to end. The sun came up today. It'll come up tomorrow. Let's just take a little bit more time to get it right.
Some members of the Freedom Caucus aren't afraid of the president's threats, but others aren't particularly keen to go toe-to-toe with the president in districts where he is just as, if not more, popular than they are. Shannon?
All right, John Roberts live at the White House. Thank you, John.